Guess what, folks? Today, we not finna overthink or overtalk. I'm finna show you guys just how easy it is to make. Listen to this. Look, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best Southern style pinto beans out there. Now, why do I say it's the best? Listen, if you come in here and look at these ingredients, it's not a whole lot and people tend to overthink it. Now, if you come on in right here, you can see I got my beans. Look, they already been pre-soaked. I did them last night, you know what I mean? Filled them up right after I cleaned, washed, picked through, got rid of rocks. Didn't even find none really. 2 inches above, right? Saran wrap, left them on the counter overnight. Come in today, you see all of the bubbles and all of that. Hey, listen, they call it the musical fruit. Hey, them bubbles will work in your stomach. Now, look, check this out. Now, this right here, we're gonna use turkey. This is turkey wing. You know, turkey wings. I use probably wait. I'll just go ahead and put them in now. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put them in now. Look, we wanna bring it up to a boil and then I'm gonna let it simmer. We wanna get that turkey meat, you know what I mean, to just like soften up just a little bit. All we do is add this and then we simmer for 1 hour. Okay, so look, we got a little simmer going. That's good. Now, I'm just gonna take this, move this around because we did put that garlic powder. it, but I want you to look at that. You see that? Listen, that right there is thick. Now, I can do this.